this book about public-private partnerships in water sector that Manthan has recently brought out. The basic idea behind the book is to really understand the kind of the dynamics behind the public-private partnerships model that is being promoted, in various municipal services across the country. And actually, it started with the Tirupur project that we started studying in 2006-7, which was the first public-private partnership project in India for industrial and domestic water supply. Then across a couple of years when we were studying this Tirupur project, we saw a trend. I mean, we understood some of the issues that are involved with PPPs, and we also saw a trend where a lot of PPP projects were coming up in India in various places. And we also, looked at various projects across the country, various countries across the world, where PPPs had already been implemented, and there were some issues that need to be resolved and really need to be thought about before implementing PPPs. But there are not really decent and large debates on or discussions on the issues involved. Like we have governance issues, transparency and accountability. We have issues of regulation, that once a private sector corporation comes into municipal service delivery, how it would really be regulated by the government or the public agencies. So the book also looks at various other models which have I don't think have really been done justice with while finalizing or focusing on PPPs. We have really not looked on models like PUPs, that is public utility partnerships, where utilities from other countries come across and have a collaboration with local utilities and provide them expertise, skills without any profit motivation. We also have various community managed models in various countries which have not been looked about. So yeah, basically that is what the book is about.
What has been possible post release of this book? Any conversations with the government or other agencies?
Actually, we plan to take this book across the country. The places where we have done this, we have seen a lot of community groups and a lot of civil society organizations coming up and taking the initiative to talk about this, to organize discussions around this book, around the whole concept of PPPs. And yeah, we understand that the issue is technical and it's complex. So they really want to talk about it, to discuss about it, to understand the issues involved in it, and to take the processes further, to discuss with the governments, to discuss with local officials that if there are PPP projects coming up, then what are the pitfalls that we need to avoid, or what are the other models that we can follow. But exactly with the government, we have not been able to take this further. But we hope that if we are focusing on PPPs, then I think we hope that sooner or later we'll like to talk with some of the government officials, policy makers, that what are the implications of PPPs and how the government is really ready to handle these issues of governance, of regulation, of resource control, these kind of things.
So you, having studied this subject so closely and having authored a very interesting book on this, what would be your recommendation for the reader to go and do after this, after he gets a comprehensive view of this?
The first thing I would like the reader to understand that how these PPPs would come into, and what would be the changes that it would bring about in these service deliveries once the government pulls out and the private sector comes in. And then it will also, the reader would also go through various issues that the PPPs need to handle, because we as citizens really need to understand, where as taxpayers, as citizens of the state, where this whole thing is going towards, where the role of the state would lie. And with concepts like full cost recovery and user pay charges, what would happen to the minority communities, to the low income groups. PPP projects, if they're coming in their own cities or wards or localities, it will let them question and critique those projects, and bring out the pitfalls with the local officials, and ask them questions that very basic questions, that how this project is going to improve service delivery, how this project is going to improve the efficiency, how this project is going to cut the costs, how this project is going to improve the accountability. So these kind of issues. So yeah, giving the a matrix of the options where you can choose your criteria and select which suits you best. So yeah, that kind of a larger perspective on municipal services.